welcome. This is Ayana Lahi, and I'm so very happy that you're here with all of us today in this week's episode of Be One, Be You. We are diving into the theme whole thinking versus separation thinking. These are two perspectives looking at the same beautiful landscape, but with different lenses. And on either side of the landscape, one thinks that what one is viewing is the real perspective. Well, first of all, what is whole thinking? Whole thinking is 360-degree perspective. You are whole with your whole self. Your whole self is created through all those different voices and parts of you that each have a different attitude, a different quality, and oftentimes ignore one another within you or have created a relationship that creates harmony. This relationship that is of harmony is you relating to the source within you. The source within you unifies all of you so that you are coming from the integrated mind, the way that your mind is in alignment with source, the source of life, the source of creation, the infinite source that is that one essence, that one place within the whole universe that lives inside of you and is the unifying consciousness within all life, that place of release, that place of renewal, building, birth and death, all tied in, and you are in the center of that consciousness. Your whole thinking is your whole body and brain integrated. The brain being the generator, receiver, and the giver, the expressor, the manifester, the source of your human consciousness. There's a brain inside of your whole body. Your whole being thinks. We are taught to be in the opposite most of the time, most of you, and for those of you who have been taught and really supported to be in whole thinking, awareness, you have so much to offer, and make sure that you bring together the disparaging part of you, the parts of you that live in self-doubt or self-judgment, and mend and create a bridge between the gaps within inside of yourself. In separation thinking, you have created your ego to be the commander of your life. Your ego is the you that you created, you called upon, you pulled up from the depths of your own psyche to become what you believed you needed to be in order to fulfill the expectations and the projections upon you as a very young child. When you're in separation consciousness, you are not in relationship to the source. You're judging, you're separating one concept from another, and you are out of union, out of alignment with that central source that you feel when you're in silence, when you're in deep nature, and you are one with yourself and what's around you. There is a sense of dissolving into the oneness. When you're in separation consciousness, there's an awkwardness that you cover up. There's fear that usually you are in avoidance of. And the ego self thinks that what it believes is true. And by living in your beliefs of what is true, instead of the state of surrender into being open, to being fluid, to being moldable by spirit itself, by being that connected, fluid, surrendered you into being with the anchor. You are an anchor. There's an anchor inside of yourself that gives you the opportunity to be here in your body. Separation thinking is when you're not connected in your body. You're living in your head, and those thoughts that go through your head are just rambling on and fulfilling what you believe about yourself. Maybe you don't deserve love, you don't deserve money or attention to succeed. Maybe that voice inside your head, that ego self, is keeping you down through having you drink too much, to keeping you addicted, to being overly dependent upon plant medicine or weed, and you don't even know that you're losing your perspective, because your true perspective from your whole self, because your emotional body and your mental body are splitting apart, or you are maintaining the split. How do you know when you're split? How do you know when you're separate? It's a really amazing question to become aware of, so that you know when you're there. The whole best way is to become whole. And when you have that yearning feeling inside of yourself to come out of your pain, out of the fear that you feel inside of yourself, when you have that yearning feeling, I want to invite you to follow that yearning, and to know that by becoming one and connected inside of you, that you are going to mend how you separate in yourself. When you overplease, when you try to gain love from someone who can't love, whether it's a parent, a lover, friend, when you overperform, when you're trying so hard and you realize that you're doing it so that you can prove your worthiness, you can show how smart you are, how capable you are, that's ego, and that's separation. Why is it separation? Because you're choosing to avoid being one with you. Why would you avoid you? All the light within you is very bright. And if you are seen and witnessed, experienced as being the light that you are, it's a lot. So what do you hide behind? Are you hiding behind something? Most of us find something to hide behind until it takes too much work to hide, and we choose instead to come really fully into our body and connect and maintain the connection in the heart, your precious heart, your amazing heart that gets broken and shook up And as you come back to your heart and give your heart voice and space to be who you are, you have to open up to allow the you that was never seen or heard to come through. This is something I continue to reiterate and to share with you, because the whole you is a natural state. Being whole, being in that state of bliss and connectedness and awe, being in that love is the most important place that you can strive to work for, because that lasts, and that then seeps into the rest of your life. And you find that the light that you are is ever, ever present and always guiding you and always shifting you to shift out of separation consciousness, always shifting, always allowing yourself to move from one gear to the next inside of yourself while you're being anchored with the source, the flow of spirit from within inside of you. Whole thinking is when you can step back from being reactive, reactionary, and you are opening in your heart, and you allow the light within your heart to permeate and move through your entire being, your thinking body, and allowing your thinking body to be touched, to be infused with the light, the love that is from within inside of you. You are constantly living in an interrelationship, an interactive state with the life force. When you become overly dependent upon weed, plant medicine, any substance that is altering your nervous system, you are separate from your own power within inside of yourself. You can experience the power, but it's just a portal, a doorway that opens from something else. When you learn through your own diligence and going through your own pain to open the door to the light inside of you, the true you in you, in all of its power and all of its love, you're developing the inner muscle to come through and sustain that connection, that ability to be one-to-one, one-on-one with the source within you. Separation consciousness, separation thinking can be very subtle. It can also be very blatant, very obvious. When you see someone, hear someone, read of someone, listen directly to someone who is giving their opinion about the body, the function of the body, the right of a person having the choice of what to do with their body, how they want to be, how they want to interact with life, with death. You notice and observe a separation consciousness, because when you are whole and when you're one inside of yourself, you're responding from your whole connection in you. And you recognize that each person is moving on the wave in the currents of life in their own unique way and what is most important for them. In all of the Spirit Gateways Institute programs, you experience how to become whole, how to enter into the inner circle of each cell in your consciousness. You unify the essence of who you are, the highest vibration of light. You step into your higher octave. You're taught how to mend separation, thinking, separation, consciousness. And you experience firsthand what it feels like in your body to step through that gateway into the realm of pure love, which is the power of Source. And the light, the love that you are, is the love that is in the universe, in the Word God, in the infinite Source that is the center point, the pure creation that is constantly evolving through you, as you, and supporting you, guiding you, and to release all the ways that you create your own separation from this amazing, incredible presence that is you. You are one. You are already one. And how we separate from oneness happens through distraction, through greed, through anger, through wanting more, through living in our head, separating from our body, which holds all of the true spirit power. In our brain, we can travel far and wide, but in our heart, we move deep and in. And to go deep and in, we enter into the true source, the center of the oneness that is within inside of yourself. That one song, one heart, that is the pulse, the rhythm, the melody, the harmony that resonates as you, in you. And spirit within you calls you, and as you turn inward to find it, it guides you to the source within you, so then you can see differently, respond differently, create in alignment with the source within you. And then you live with whole thinking. You recognize when you move into separation thinking, and you're able to tell the difference. And you're no longer living in fear of yourself, of life, God, of love. And you recognize that you are constantly moving into the center within yourself, and to get there you have to expand. You can't expand in separation thinking. You expand through whole thinking because you are connected into the universe. You're connected into the links that are the gateways, the doorways, the consciousness to your inner reality of light. You move through the dark into the light within you. You move from the separation and you move into the spark of a divine intelligence. That divine intelligence is your birthright. It is what makes you you. It is what evolves you. In the Spirit Gateway's Evolutionary Empowerment membership program, you are given access to all of the Spirit Gateway's courses. And you are brought into whole thinking. You're brought through separation thinking. And you are given the key to unlocking the door to stepping through the veils in yourself into oneness. And I'd love to invite you to check out my website, Ayana Lahi, IANALAHI.com, and subscribe. And immediately you're given access. You receive just an incredible course I created for you that I just need you to know is really priceless as you're guided into you. I'd love to know that you're here, growing, sharing, being here with all of us, and love to see you in the Master Heart Mastermind and to be here with you, helping you to open the doors within inside of yourself to your whole and true self. Come be with us, come join us, and come check out the website to see what I'm up to and join this collective community. I welcome you. Thank you so much for being here with all of us, and know that my intention is to give you the key to open up the gateways within inside of you so that you can be one, be you, and live your life in its greatest potential and possibility. Holding you in deep love, this is Ayana Lahi. Until next time.